Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is now the, I believe, fourth week of the Crawl Sudden Death cosplay tournament, and this is week 4, and it's Roxanne, which is a Formicid Earth Elementalist. The bonuses are reach the 10th floor of the Zig, so somewhat of a dive, and get the Slimy Rune, which means you have to get the Slime Pits Rune. The gods are Ellie, Ash, and Zari in red. So there's some good gods here. Nothing too wacky. And it's pretty clear that really what you're trying to do here is, some later game stuff or mid to late game stuff, depending on when you trigger it. And so I suspect a lot of people might consider this one a good week to do a 15 rune, though I will say that the gods don't perfectly align to that, or at least more typical strategies. So we'll just have to see how this all evolves, but the whole Formicid Earth Elementalist, the Formicid, there's some risk to it in that you can't use potions, or sorry, not potions, but status affecting things. So some potions, some scrolls. The good news is that Formicids can use two-handed weapons plus shield, which is really cool. Of course, the Earth Elementalist side of things could lean a certain way, I suppose. I don't know how that would evolve. Like red, you kind of get buddies, and so it's kind of hard sometimes to be a caster with buddies in front of you. Ash and Zari just buffs you up regardless, and Ellie's more of like a healing god. So perhaps if you wanted to go for an ascetic rune, this might be a good week because you're already not going to be using a lot of the scrolls and potions, and you could maybe go Ellie, and that could be your anti-cure healing situation until you get your rune. So I'm not sure actually how many points that would give. I think the ascetic rune is the best, right? Of the 7 points. So perhaps that's a good opportunity for that, and then you could follow that up with an extended gameplay. Now of course this means you can't do this guy right here. You have to enter the Lair to get the slimy runes. So clear ziggurats a little bit, 15 rune game. It's actually only 3 more points, so it's actually not the most stressful of min-maxing points. And so anyway, that's enough of this. So we'll just see what happens on our floor and we'll react accordingly. So we're going to enter 0.34, and I'll make sure I remember to swap to my good view now that I've been finessing. So it's a Formicid Earth Elementalist. We're going to swap to the new view, and yeah, I suppose I will go with the Earth Elementalist play style until otherwise disproven. And I guess we'll go from there. Dare I train some armor? I'm not sure. But let's just explore. And go from there. Okay, small mammal summon. Forge Blaze Heart. Here's a faded altar. I'll check it out. If it's like all perfectly our gods here, then maybe we go for it, but unlikely. Yeah, none of these are the gods, so there's no sneaky way of getting something early. I know in the past people have discussed strategies where because you have one reset, one strategy is to like go to your faded altar and try to get the god, and if you fail, you just kill your character and start over. But I would never, in my opinion, do that. But it is technically a min-max way to perhaps win a game. Here's a helmet. We'll always take that AC. Wait, I am a Formicid. I can't use helmets. I can use 2 gloves, though. Wow, of course. It's been a while since I played a Formicid. Surprising Croc. Summoning. It's not enough to like convince me, oh, I'm going summoning, but it's something. Staff of Necro. I don't know about Necro. Obviously, I can't be Kiku, so I'd have to get some real Necro backing. But there's a lot of Earth Necro overlap, so perhaps that could be a thing. Of course, C is probably Identify Scroll, but if we're going to try to be an Ascetic rune, this is probably the game, so I will hold off. Uh-oh, Kozubu's armor or whatever. Okay, still not enough to learn Stone Arrow. Let's go Int. Ring Mail, it's probably not worth putting on yet. 5% worse, so that... I mean, it actually wouldn't be the end of the world to throw that on, but I'm going to wait a little bit more. Ooh, this is very scary. And I'm not really near ends, so I'm going to run. Of course, I could shaft myself, but I'm just going to hopefully escape the damage here. I'm going to shaft myself. And I'm dead. Well, that's the classic priest teaching you. Now, the good news is that we can do this over again because it is not far enough yet for me to fail this tournament if you haven't ever done this before. If you are XL less than 5, you can restart once. That's what I was referring to a little bit earlier. So let's do that again. Of course, as a Formicid, I could have maybe tried to dig through the hole, but it would still have exposed me to the priest, so I really wasn't having many options there. So this time, we'll do it with a little bit more spirit. I'm going to lean more into the earth magic, by the way. I probably should have done that the first time. And I still think I like the stealth with +3. So here's a really good ring mail. It makes everything 8% worse, which would put it over 10%. I don't want to put it on just yet, but that'll be a great little addition to early game. Okay, D1 is done. Pull back a little. I could probably put on the leather armor at this point. Here's my Fated Altar. Zom, Hep, and Nemelex. Nope, can't do any of them. It is worth saying I could have just immediately tried to shaft myself the second I saw that priest. That was another option. I'm going to go strength because I want to wear the armors. So it's only 4% hit. So like I could probably put that on right now. It's not the end of the world. And now I have an incredible amount of AC relative to what I started with, which is always good to get ahead of the game there. Okay. I'm hoping I can stone arrows soon. Oh, I suppose that's going to be a little bit of a wait. I'll learn Pass Wall in the meantime. I do know you can literally just cast Sandblast until like the end of the game. I've seen win morgues where like they literally just cast in their speed runs just Sandblast infinitely. So I'm not too concerned about Stone Arrow not being online at the right timing. Ooh, we got a Terrence with an Arbalist and a +4 short sword of draining. That is very scary. Let's get out of there. Honestly, I prefer him shooting me from ranged. But I still would prefer just to ignore him completely. And let's get out of here. I'm just going to try to escape this way. Okay, 2's enough. And I'm going to kill the one side, pull back. Now there's only one attacking me. Okay, I was a little tight, but fine enough. Maybe I can get a few shots off on him. I wish I had something to throw. There you go. At least I could get a range shot on him. And I'm up. And wow, that's going to be very scary to manage. And the thing is he's right kind of between everything. I would love... Well, nope, never mind. Just getting hunted by Terrence. I wonder if I could sneak up here and then he just loses me. Still no interesting spells to add to my collection here. I want to be careful heading this way. We got some poison darts. And I'm going to retreat once more. I could maybe go for a kill now. I do have the poison dart. Nope. Back and away. I think I might just skip this until I'm way more powerful. Because I'm pretty much done the floor. I'll come back later. Let's avoid the poison scorp. I don't believe I have any interesting, other than C invis, resistances. See, there's a reward of having stealth. I didn't wake up everything. Wand of Flame. I will say I'm not feeling overly powerful right now, but at least I have some defenses. And there's a scary priest. We know what they can do. Of course, it doesn't matter that we're past XL5, or the start of XL5, but because we've already died once. But we would be beyond the point of saving at this point, if we cared about that still. There's Fedis. Torturas. I don't want to do this. I'm basically playing it super safe. I'll boomerang him. Our iguana friend. Because he's got a buddy with him, I'm just going to let him be. And here's a store. Manual of Armor, cool. Some scrolls. Resistance. Technically, I haven't really dedicated myself to a weapon yet, so both of those are still viable. And a ring of evasion. If I got it for free, it would be worth. Since it's not free, I probably won't buy that, but who knows. So there's plenty of unexplored space here, but yeah, I think we're just going to carry along down here. I don't feel powerful enough to return up to Terrence quite yet. So we'll keep venturing a fourth here. Here's our temple. Okay, now oh, well, I was going to say now I know I can kill priests, but maybe not. I'm just going to go down here and then kill him here. Okay, let's hope we at least got our gods here. So we don't get Ellie. We don't got Ashanzari. We were only given red. I don't know how I feel about that. I can win with red. It's just, do I get the ability? The problem with red is once you commit to a floor, you kind of feel like you have to stay there, and so it adds extra pressure, floor pressure, rather than Ellie, which gives you some heals, and that can cover our butts until we get ascetic rune, for example. I think I want to try to go for Ellie. Kind of. And maybe even Ashanzari. I just don't feel like red is going to be ideal. So let's pull up. Obviously this guy's still here. Let's pick up this war axe for a lack of a better weapon. Okay, I don't mind the dog, but whatever is to the left might be a little much. And that's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to keep running and just deal with the dog by itself. Okay, this floor is done. Stone Arrow is almost online, which will be a little bonus. I think I could kill Terrence now, so let's head upstairs. Actually, I could probably kill this too. So I'll come here first, because I just killed a bunch of them. Well, it's a little more than I thought. I'll come back for this because I want to use the upstairs to leash. And I might want to kill Terrence first for that. What has he got? Just a basic cloak, so I'm not going to try to go for him. That stuff was a little scary, so now let's try to do Terrence. Okay, here he is. I wish I had Karare, but until then I will try to poison him. And let's Stone Arrow. Stone Arrow, Stone Arrow, Stone Arrow. Let's go for some more poison. And I'm going to go down. We're going to reset. Okay, Stone Arrow did the job. And that's a really nice sword. I bet you it's my best weapon, so I'm just going to put it on. Cool, is that all that I messed before this point? Yeah, so then let's head over here. There's a down I don't know here. Oh yeah, it's this guy. Wonder if I can boomerang. Okay, now they're awake. I can go down a different down. Try to leash up. World's strongest priest. Okay, let me try to shoot a few here. I'll go down to the other one. Come this way. And anti-magic whip. I'm using magic. I don't want to do that. And let's Stone Arrow, or sorry, Sandblast our way through this. Cool. Let's kind of lightly explore a little more here. Call Imp. Okay, so it's just the bottom there where there was the ogre, where I'm not excited to face the ogre just yet. So we'll keep going here. And yeah. And we'll head on down, and we're trying to find our LE. Here's a bookstore. Hopefully it's good. Well, I mean, it's not bad. It's expensive, but there's good value here. Of course, we've already gotten loaded with potential books on this character. Hey, it would be a good character for Gozag, that's all I'll say. Ring of Slaying. Less ideal for us than maybe normal, but I'll take it. Ooh, and that's very deadly. Let's back away here. Apportation. I suppose it's got some edge cases. Let's go for some shots here. Let's go for some Sandblast. Okay, so I know I could kill that now, and so now I can go back to D4. And I can do these guys here now. Let's heal. I'm going to max range and wake it up, and then it'll hopefully just be by itself. Oh, they're both coming, but that's fine. I'll get them moving. Okay, he's probably wandering here. Yeah, here we go. Cool. I'll let him be. I'm not desperate to get a cloak. Actually, I already have a cloak, so that's fine. Okay, and we'll head back down. Here's Kiku. Oh, guess we can't go that way. I don't actually understand how to get there. I guess around here. There's another Quaz altar. I think I already saw one. Oh, I had a buddy with me the whole time. That would have been scary. So I could go int or strength. I think I'll go strength. I can still afford to use heavier armors. And that'll give me more and more castability while heavier armors are worn. Is that of distortion? Darturas. Okay, I can come in there and do my best here. A lot of activity there. Let's back away. We got a Knoll pack. Robe of positive energy. Nets are going to be good, although it's just one. A Manual of Alchemy. I did get Alistair's Walking Alembic and Petrify, so that might unlock some free Petrify. It's not that I use Petrify a lot, but I guess it's free when it's +7 training. So I'm probably going to be able to get to 14 with a blink of an eye. So I'll set it at 10. We'll see how far that takes us, and maybe we can get some better, like, alchemist style spells rather than or venom mage style spells rather than side adventures with poison. Cool. All right, we're still trying to find our Ashen Zari or Ellie temple or altar. A lot of deadliness there. Let's pull back. Conserve my mana. My stealth is hopefully keeping me a little hidden here. That's the benefit of casual stealth. Okay, that's a little crazy over here, whatever that is. It's either some weird detection or we've got a robin or something. Or it's bees. Not the bees. Okay, I'm going to back away and kill these bees. Can I root? Okay, because just straight up is probably my best bet. I really don't want to use any potions. We're kind of going for the ascetic rune. Brom's barreling boulder's almost ready to go. It's not the world's greatest spell. It has some uses. It's kind of like an escape, kind of. You can push things back. You do have pass wall on the go, so it doesn't... Okay, I'm going to try to get one or two of these up with me. And then we'll go down a different down. I really don't want to deal with this guy right now, if I can avoid it. But if I have to fight him, you want to be beside him. Not gonna lie, enemies are starting to get a little strong here. So, gotta be careful here. Let's try to range pickle a little bit here. I've been confused. Don't want to use my potion if I don't have to. Hopefully we can end it right here. Okay, cool. Whip of Elec. It is what it is. Sky Beast. Oh, there's a lot of things kind of here and there, so let's stay back here. I have the Ring of Slaying, so some of my casual stuff is a little more powerful than you would assume. I'm going to reset here. Of course, for the melee side of things, not the caster side of things. Ooh, Maggie. Halberd of Flaming and Wand of Light. Very scary. I got to back away. And that's... No! I was just near the smoke. Okay, I'm going to try to Wand of Charm her. Wand of Charm her. Wand of Charm her. Okay, well, at this point, I'm going to root. And try to Stone Arrow downwards. Okay, now there's bees. So once more rooting. Let's root once more. And let's go for the Sand Blast. And then the Sand. Hopefully. Okay, let's flame. One more flame. Okay. Whew. A lot of resources used. I'm going to stay here because I don't want to get one shot by the stone guy upstairs. Remember, there's just a million bees upstairs, right here. This is very scary, actually. Kind of want the bees just to wander casually in my area. Okay, there's a really nice axe. That's going to be a two-hander. Whatever it is, it's going to be nice. Okay. So that's probably my best weapon. 1.7 at 27. 27. That's almost double for less than double speed. I lose the draining. An interesting thought. I'll keep the draining though. Oh, I suppose I could be careful about entering Lair at a certain point. I want to get a rune or a gem every week if I can. So I just noticed the gem count was already pretty much dead on dungeon, which is normal. If you're gonna force one, usually you force Lair. So I'm not like, oh god, I forgot. But okay, let's pull back. Oh, the bees. That's how the bees are so scary. I think there's like a bajillion bees. No joke. Here's some boots. Yeah, there must be so many bees because I think they came from there. So if there's still bees there, it's pretty impressive. I sense a monster. Oh, it's just Ellie. Okay, well, here's my Ellie altar. I'll go for Ellie. Oh, and I guess I can't use the sword anymore, so I guess I was forced into being the wielding that guy now. Always forget about the good gods and how. Oh, Ring of Protection, very nice. Interestingly, the Steam Dragon Scales really doesn't make any moves, so I'll keep the ring mail up. And see, the thing is there's bees on this floor, so let's forget the floor. I guess we did get them all. Okay, all right. Last time when I went long, I did a whole big 2-hour whatever. So I think I will do similar. I'm just going to play until, so I'm not going to cut it 30 minutes. So thanks for sticking around still. Let's keep pushing on until I, you know, got to call it. Let's go Petrify. So just to be clear, because I barely use Petrify, petrifies a target creature and up to 2 others, foes in a chain. So they're slowed if they don't have will, and then eventually they're turned to stone. But they take half damage. So basically it's an escape that can pair well with running away. Similar to how Pass Wall can help you get you where you need to go, but also escape in, you know, tight dungeon situations in certain conditions. Leather armor of positive energy. I sense a monster nearby. There it is. I'm considering starting weapon training a bit. But I don't know if it's enough to just have a battle axe convince me. By the way, I should start learning my invocation. I'm a pretty decent +2 invocation, and that'll let me start accessing my Ellie when that's ready to go. I'm gonna pull back. There you go. I don't have the greatest mana pool, so I gotta still... Oh my. Okay, once again, stealth saved the day. Imagine having this guy on us. And, well, I've been marked. I will escape the floor, but Hydra is awake, so now we have to be super careful. I could always go with the throwing net strategy. I could do any sort of, like, one of these guys. Let's start with some boomerang. Let's go for... Boomerang. Okay, I didn't do enough to convince myself to commit. Oh. Okay, I'm going to light and root. Stone arrow. Light. Okay. Used resources, but that's what you have to do when you get a Hydra in D8. Yeah, I guess some spells you can't use as Ellie. That's always interesting dynamic. It's very rare for me to play a good god while I'm casting, or at least one that cares about that stuff. Brahms Barreling Boulder. You know what? I'll learn it. I'll have it. maybe I'll use it. It's better to have it on me and ready to go than not. So, oh, I probably could have petrified him too to escape, by the way. I didn't think that one through, but whatever. I killed it. The goal was to kill it. So D9. I will say I'm not feeling the most strong, so we should be treading carefully here. I mean, we have spells. We don't have like aggressive AoE, for example. Like I would love some poison AoE, Olgrubs. Pull back. We have decent defenses, all things considered, but it's not just about being defensively oriented. I'm gonna reset my mana here. I don't even think we have will. I guess we get a natural will. I would really love a shield opportunity. Okay, pulling away. Kind of the cool thing about being a Formicid is that you can use a shield with heavy armor or heavy weapons. And right now I have a heavy weapon that I can't really use, and I don't have a shield at all, so... Oh, I shouldn't have just gone right back down. Okay, I'm gonna go up, and we're gonna petrify. Which is this. He resisted. Okay, I guess I'll escape this way. There's the power of pass wall. Okay, let's try to go for a natural here. Let's go boom, boom, boom. Oh, I guess I'm a creature that can use a giant spiked club. I wonder. Because that's a two-hand, right? Yeah. It's 33 at 1.8. So you don't get the cleave, but it's real strong. I guess the training doesn't really matter, so I'm not sure. Not sure at all. All right, so let's head down. Karare, cool. That'll be helpful. Spraz, Wand of Light. Okay, I'm sure I could kill him, but do I want to? That's the question. Hey, these are books. Hopefully I get some parchments in there. Maybe I can get some new spells. Let's barrel. I'm going to pull him up. And... okay, let's barrel. And... reset. Cool. If I wanted to, I could have pulled him down, and I would have, he would have started with no dudes with him. I'm gonna pull back. I don't want him to start summoning his guys and get stuck in there. And we're just gonna keep barreling downward, and there's two of them now, so let's just clear it out. I'm really hoping we get some spells in that space, though. Here's our Lair. Remember, we're not going to pop Lair until we absolutely have to, so that we can really efficiently get that rune later. Or that gem. Okay, I can now purify myself with Ellie, which I don't think I've ever played Ellie on the channel, and if I have, it's been forever. So, for me, I can be confused, I think. I know I can be poisoned. I can't be hasted, slowed, paralyzed, or teleported. So I can't be slowed, but I think... Oops. I want to read it. I think I can be petrified. I can be sicknessed. And I think I was confused earlier. So it is still a valuable ability, just slightly less. But what we're looking for is the healing. Since we're going ascetic. Every time he summons a guy, just go down or up. Okay, I got a scroll, Rime Blight, Irradiate, which is Conjuration Alchemy. It is Irradiate. So it is aligned to stuff we are training. I guess. What would that do? Transmute Ultraton Lair of the caster, so me, into pure magical energy, blasting adjacent creatures. It may healthily deform them, weaken them, and reduce their armor. It's, I guess it's, if you're a heavy melee caster, you can use that to like nuke the armors and malform people who are near you, and then you, you know, have your way with them in your regular melee life. I'm gonna dig this way. So I could perhaps... I'm gonna dig here. Oh, sorry. Dig. I've been drained. Okay, I'm going to root. And I'm going to shaft myself. This has not been great. And I'll heal. Once again, stealth. Very nice. It can help you land in a safe location with minimal impact. Okay. Let's get to the stair. He's clearly... Oh, some guy's here, yeah. Did he die? He must have died. That must have been Spraz. Not exactly sure how. Okay, let's get some of these guys going here. He drained me so hard. That was pretty crazy. Let's try to get them on me. I have enough stealth that they can forget me. Not just can, but will. Oh, I saw a shield there. That'll be nice once we get to it. All right, shield. I think I can just immediately put the shield on. It's 3% worsen, but what's that going to do, really? That's Brahms is 13, you know? So I think we're good, and I will train shields up to, I don't know, 5 to start, and then I'll probably build from there. Let's pull back. keep forgetting me right there. My superpower. Finally, okay, so some of them will chase enough. Okay, I'll take the 1-up. And number 2. Okay, just take the 1-up. Oh, yep, this guy. If anyone dangerous follows, summons from him, then I'll just... go up the stair. Finish that sentence. Okay. And there's our Wujian temple. Something on the other side too. I'm not sure. Actually not sure how I get there. I have all my downs and I see all my ups. So I can't take a potion, of course. I could try digging from like over here. Guess not. Whatever there. It's probably just a down. Whatever. Oh, maybe I get drained from digging. Interesting. That's why I was probably set myself up for failure on that big dig fest. Okay, let's try to get some stuff going here. What's going on here? Is it because I'm drained so badly? I'll take 1-up here. What? Okay, I'm just gonna run. Okay, I'm just gonna pass wall. I gotta care about that digging if that's the case. Jeez. I'm gonna head back up and do crazy U if that's the case. Go D4. By the way, how much gold do I have? Well, I definitely don't want that anymore or that. It's quite a ways off for anything of value there. So let's go to crazy U if. Here. Am I allowed to click? Am I allowed to click? Guess not. All right. Yeah, 1 shot. He's just got a cloak, right? Yeah. All right. So that was sorted. There's an iguana here too. Okay. That's probably what I cleared. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Ellie, I can still just purify. Still 1 pip. And let's go. I guess we're back down to D. Go D9, and we'll pick and prod at D10, I suppose, for a little bit here. Let's try this guy right here. Atropa. Oh, Lee's Rapid. Very nice. Yeah, I guess I just learned it. It's not really castable yet. That's fine. Let's go F to D. Yeah, I gotta recover this draining. I probably dug too far. Good news is Sandblast is awesome, so at least I got something to cast. More Karare. See, the crazy thing is I have no training in axes, but it still does its damage. And I've got a slang ring. It's lightning rod. Okay, I'm gonna root him. Actually, I'm just gonna pass wall. Ooh, it's not a perfect spell, but it did its job. Okay, it's our scary boy here. I don't mind fighting near this wall here because I can do some good work. I'll do another one of these and one of these. And I can heal and pacify others now. So let's go here. Heal a creature other than yourself by a moderate amount, depending on the invocation skill. Using the ability on a hostile monster will try to turn them neutral. Works best on living, with the undead and demons being progressively harder. Intelligent creatures are also more difficult. Okay, so this is heal other. Of course, this is not heal me. Pull away here. I could do a whole pass wall thing, but rather just kill it if I can. Okay, let's pull back here. I don't understand why I keep draining. Am I using an illegal spell? Evil magic or items. You attack non-hostile holy beings. You attack neutral beings. You attack allies, non-hostile. What is very confused. Why do I keep getting drained? These don't seem to be evil spells. I'm very confused. I'm gonna just full reset this. Go right here. Lesser beckoning. Oh, that's not just the remnants, that's a lot more. I'm going to pass wall this. Okay, I'll come down here. See, drain is dropping, so Sandblast can't be doing it. Let's forget the floor because there are some wandering buddies. Okay. Because it would be red, and I believe it just gets removed, I think, if it's an evil spell. I think. Yeah, there's no signal for this being evil at all. So, oh, by the way, because we've gone Ellie, we can't go Necro, I suppose, because those would be the evil spells. Same with summoning, it appears. Cool. All right, so we're done D10 now. Now, I do want to be as powerful as I can be by the time we do our Lair dive. Here's all our downs, though, beside each other. I'm not a fan of killing the troll here. I don't have any established boundaries, so I'll take it easy. Oh my, the +5 force lance, knockback heavy. Is this evil, though? I feel like it's evil for some reason. But it is pretty cool. Now, this would be something cool to wield with Red as your god. 1.6 at 28. Is it a two-hand or it's a one-hand? No wonder. 28 at 1.6 versus... So it's the same damage, no cleave, but there is a knockback. So I think it is better than by default because it has a unique ability to it, which is going to be helpful. We can probably try it out right here. I'll try to get in a line here so that... Okay, well... Troll leather armor. Better AC... No, almost 4 or less AC. I do not want this one. This is scary. I have poisons on me, but... Still... Here's a store. Ooh, okay, I'm going to immediately buy this ring because I don't even care. I'll take it. I'll leave the potions here because I can't. Well, the goal is that I don't use them. And, well, it's not the world's greatest ring. Having Wiz could be cool for casting stuff I can't cast right now, but I can cast all those things. So it's not like I'm extending into anything interesting. Perhaps I could access Irradiate, but who cares? I'm still getting no Elk, so honestly, I feel like I should turn off my Elk, even though it feels free. So I'll probably turn it off at 9, and then if I get something worth going... I was really hoping to get Ulgrips. But so far, nothing. If I cared, I could have put that core on for that guy, but that's how less, like how little you need corrosion early game. Well, all my, ooh, okay, I'm gonna pass wall this. If he wants to come through the door, fine, but... Just gonna pull back a little here. Can I use large stones as a Formicid? I cannot. Guess you just gotta be a troll. Summon Mana Viper. I guess that's not considered evil. I guess the Imp is evil, but a Mana Viper isn't. So it doesn't shut down summoning per se. It shuts down... Ellie shuts down evil summons. So anyway, that guy we can leave. Yeah. I'm going to learn Apportation because we can use that to snipe the gem if it's in an exposed area. Okay. I'm going to get dodging to 2 just to make it flat. Shields going strong. I probably can just turn it back on right after, but we'll see. Yeah, let's take a look here. No spells to learn. See, at this point, you kind of want to start popping into Lair. I technically just haven't found my orc yet, so I could theoretically still push down a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to call that a day on that. Stair. All the stairs are right here, so you got to be careful. That's enough of that. I could stay for this. No mana. Just break it up here. Now there's a better shield, so let's turn that shield right back on and pump it up. Right now we're not taking advantage of the two-hander plus shield, but whatever, it's my best weapon right now. Let's pull back. And can I put this on? Well, first off, let me just clean up some space here. Not that it really matters, but I'll do it. It is enough of a spell failure that I wouldn't just throw it on, so we'll let it learn up. And let's do some boomerangs here. Can I get him in? Just kind of stair dance this, and then now he won't really do much against me. I still don't know what that drain was. So in the comments, if you genuinely know what that drain was, let me know, because it's a mystery to me. Do I get 2 boots? I always forget. I get 2 gloves. Okay. Still 0 gloves. Let's pull back. We don't want to be stone arrowed ourselves. Okay, let's pull back. We actually do a decent amount of damage with that guy. I'm very tempted to learn polearms. The problem is that it's very rare to get a two-handed polearm that is worth becoming your polearm. And so it kind of feels bad. I guess at the end of the day, whatever, you know, but well, here's my orc. See, I could go down my orc now because I'm not like there's no gem in orc. Get more experience without risking the D13 up downwards stuff. Ellie, we're keeping pace. I can heal self. 3 piety. I mean, we could. I don't want to have to force it like too hard here, but it's kind of surprising how little it's pushed with a +2 invocation. I know I'm training like everything else, but that's fine. Okay, let's poke into Orcish Mines. Also, this is the start of a branch, I believe, I think officially, so it gives me an immediate point. And I think this is a way to get an end of a branch pretty easily as well. So we can take advantage of that. I'm just going to pull this up here. Boomerang a little here. This will get me a lot of gold too and some store options as well. Of course, I have so many things I could buy. So it's not a lack of things to buy, it's a lack of money to buy it with, because I have every darn book to buy. I mean, technically I'd get value out of all of these in some capacity, other than maybe fire magic. Hand Axe of Sundering. Ooh, a lot of Orc 1 today, or at least a lot of creatures on it. Sometimes it's big for nothing, but today it's big and for something. Okay, let's fight on the stair. And these guys are weak enough that I can probably try my best to... See, that's me just using my weapon. It's pretty good, actually. I'm going to pull away now. As much as I'd love to shred him up. I wonder if pass wall is what's punishing me. Maybe pass wall gives drain these days. I'm just gonna pull up here. I bet you it's pass wall. Just because it's so good, I bet that's something. If I was a developer who's trying to punish the overuse of pass wall, I'd put a drain on it. So let me take a look. Allows the caster to emerge into a side spell, take an unusual catch during which the catch will be on Lair. But they gain armor for their attunement to the rock. Okay, so it's not at least stated, so maybe it's not pass wall. Anyway, Orcish Mine's done, and now I think technically this is the end of a branch, and so I could probably be getting an extra point for this. Want to be careful here. Let's wake up a few things here. That's enough. See, that's me just meleeing. I have no training in polearms or anything of that nature. I have strength, so at least there's strength, but let's pull up. Nice, we have 2 downs or ups from this perspective to Orc 1. Makes this a little bit more manageable. Sometimes you kind of get screwed over in Orc. You get a 1 down, 1 up situation, and it is not fun. Okay. Oh, wrong stair. Always go to the right stair. That's just a one-way up and down, and only that. Or, you know, it's the Orcish Mines that doesn't take you out without... Oh, I guess it doesn't even matter for me because I'm a Formicid. I can just dig my way between zones, although if it is the draining that's causing, or the digging that's causing the draining, then I will try to avoid digging. Okay, there's my end. I don't want to do that just yet. So much so that I'll do this. Shimmering boots. See, the thing is as I get gold and buy stuff, it's going to remove my ability to get this stuff. But we shall continue on here. I could be digging some cool angles here just to break it up, but I could actually just pass wall through, and it's probably a strategy for me anyways. Want to spread them out, not have them have access to quick paths. Don't go and get yourself surrounded. Ooh, hello. Make sure I go to the correct stair. Pull back. Go up. He doesn't have his buddy. I've been confused. I'll let him be. Pull up. And let's do a different stair. Yeah, there's just too much here. Let's wait some time. Okay, he's got a spear, so he's not coming up with me. I'm going to move here for the pass wall opportunity. And let's just immediately pass wall. And let's kind of get over here, heal up. Okay, let's try to re-clear here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'll take this guy super seriously. So let's, I can't do that just yet. So let's how do I know potions of magic? I better not have accidentally drank something and ruined my aesthetic. Anyway, let's do that. And can't reach him yet, so I will do a Karare. Let's do one more Karare. Can I Lee's Rapid at this point? I'm gonna pull back. Lee's Rapid. Okay. Get my Kararis back. Back to Boomerang. Oh my. So at this point, I think I light. And I'm going to throw a net. And I'm going to I think I'll just go up and we'll play another day. Let's Boomerang. Crazy, I have our fire and that guy's still blasting me with his fire. I'm just gonna kill him right now. Let's pull away. Try to poison this guy down. Let's try to Can I these rapid both of these guys? Cool. Let's see what I get here. So just him. All right, let's... So if I go down, it's going to be both of them. And this side, it's going to be the warlord. So I could probably try to dig here. And it is the digging. Digging is the drain. I now know this. Thank you. If you put comments in between me asking and now, I get it now. No wonder. Kind of annoyed, but that's fine. Yeah, I suspected it would be him. So let's go to the other side. And let's try to root him. And then we're going to Brahms. Can I lightning? Okay, good. He was against the wall, so he got a little bit extra oomph from the lightning. I'm hoping the bulk of our friends are all dead now, but you never know. I'm gonna pull back because there was that guy, the plate wielder. Well, tougher armor, you know, the works. Okay, I'm going to try to do the dance with my Formicid detection skills. Yeah, I just didn't want to get caught on the wrong side of a trap or an entrance stair with the plate guy. Here it is. Let's go for the poison again. Okay. All right. Chain Mail of Fire. I doubt I can wield that without destroying my spellcasting. Yep. Okay. Okay, there was a guy there, so I don't want to pull in here when there's someone who's behind me. All right, I guess not. Should probably go back to the boomerang. Okay, there's a lot there still. You just saw the detection, so let's be careful. Glowing Cloak. Quick Blade. That would be crazy if that was something I was going for. Well, I assume it would be. Okay, let's try to pull back a little, separate them, use my stealth to split it up a little. I suppose I am a little stealthy, so like a Quick Blade, I mean, I'm supposed to be using two-handed weapons, so it's kind of defeats the purpose, but known curing, mace with will on it, amulet of faith. I don't have an amulet right now. Knowing my scroll of teleport as well. Sack of spiders, silence, curing, ling, a ring of flight. Okay, let's see what the fourth is. Airstrike's good. Ignition is cool. Summon force is cool, but we're not doing that. Honestly, we're not probably doing any of these things, but isn't ignition conjuration fire? No, it's just pure fire, so I'm probably not doing that. Unless I get that fire book. Which I could. Like earth fire. Am I going to do that just to get ignition? Interesting. We barely got any more gold though. Let's keep going though. Okay, that was everything. So really, it's kind of I could buy these potions to at least know if I need to click a potion to save my life, what to click. That being said, curing doesn't really matter because I have my Ellie. I mean, teleport, I can't use teleport, so I just remove that. It's like, do I buy Sack of Spiders or the Ickerstain Quickblade, or do I just go and buy, I don't know, a manual of spellcasting so I can get my mana up, or a manual of armor so that I'm even more beefy defensive? I think I should buy a manual. So it comes down to, do I want more mana or I want more armor? And that's a tough one. There's also the Faith Amulet, but I don't think I would ever want to do this in an Ellie scenario. I'm hoping to get like, I suppose it would be like a Reflection or a Randart that's like really cool or something. Because Guardian Spirit would clash with my need of mana. It would just feel good to have my armor just on all game, you know? But I think I should go for the spell casting. I think that's probably the smart move. So let's just buy the spell casting right now. And just let that be all game. Of course, I have no mana, or no money. So I would love more money to like buy this glowing cloak, buy these pair of rune boots. But it feels so bad having these manuals there and not doing anything about them. So I don't know. Anyway, where are we at? I could pop into D13, or I could do my Lair dive for the rune. Let's go for the Lair dive at this point. I mean, I'm pretty darn powerful at this point, so let's just dive on down. We'll play it safe though, but you know, of course, we're just getting everything at us. Okay, oh, this is the worst. Okay, I'm gonna go up. Hopefully they forget about me. Oh my gosh. Can I lightning rod this way? If I can just get in this line here, I could probably do the kill in here. I'm just using Stone Arrow to keep my mana high. Or sorry, Sandblast to keep my mana high. And we're going to keep going. Alright, well, that was that. Hopefully it's a little easier to find our stair now. We don't have to go so hard, but like it just means like we truly just dive a little bit here. We don't have to like dilly-dally. My gosh, there's so many of these guys. Just want some stairs. Wish I had a magic regen amulet, because I'm super tempted to like stop and down and get my mana back. Oof, we're really not hitting our spots right now. Come on. Ooh, a ring. Ring of Strength. Honestly, I don't think I would put... Well, maybe that's better for heavier armors than slaying. I'm not actually sure. I wonder if there's... If I take a look at it... spell failure improve by 3%. That would be for apportation, so it's not a big deal. Wow, I'm really having the time of my life here trying to find a down. Here we go. Okay. Hopefully we have more rewarding experience on this floor. Here's a quick one. Quick many. I'm going to kill whatever... Oh, no, I'm just going to go down. Okay. I have our fire, but here's another ring. There's a down, so I'll go for the ring. Can I apportate? ZG. Core ring. Okay. I mean, there is a stair up, but I would prefer to go not have to deal with the... No, okay, this is my swamp entrance, so we'll have swamp today. Ooh, a glimmering whip. I'll let that be. Was it ZG? ZG? Core ring? Cold ring, sorry. Okay, that's scary, so let's pull away from that. This is layer 4, so we're still going down. We're really far away from our ops. Not ideal. Okay, I can just kill this guy. That's no problem. So I can be petrified. Confirmed. Okay, here's a down. Fulminating Prison is the spell there. And then now we're looking for our end. Now, the left suggests forest, which means end equals at forest. So I will try to enter the forest at this point. Death Yaks. No, thank you. He knows me, so let's pull back. I've got plenty of turns, so I will be proactively getting my mana back at critical moments here. All right. That's not nice, but we'll deal with it. Oh my gosh. Of course. The stealth guy can't not have all the death yaks on him. Let's go lightning. Oh, Jesus. Well, at least I only got one on me, but I'm looking for another down. Of course, I could shaft myself. Would I? Probably not. There's a lot over there. I prefer not to deal with that if I can. Avoid. Slime, so we have our slime entrance somewhere around here. Oh my gosh. Just gonna break it up. Oh, it's this situation. I think I'd rather go down and up here. Oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna pass wall. Of course, we have Ellie stuff. Oh, by the way, Divine Vigor. Greatly increase your maximum health and magic points. Depending on invocation skill, your current health and magic points will also be increased proportionally. So I do have that in my back pocket if I need it, and I should remember to do this so if it calls for. Okay, I'm going to take this heal up here. Here's our downs. Oh my gosh. Let's go for the kill. These dogs are killing me here. I'm gonna shaft myself. Get away from the alarm trap and heal up. And try this again. Of course, we're very much low on our turns now. It's like it knows I'm trying to make it to the other side. At least it's a pretty empty hallway here. I can just peacefully conserve my mana here. Oh my gosh. It's like they know. I'm just gonna full out here. Don't want to force myself in without having good coverage. It's clearly the forest ending, which is annoying. I could try to light the forest on fire. Is that a thing still? No. So it's the Abyss Forest. So at least it's not Spriggans, but still. Ellie's gonna love me messing with Abyss things. I've got time to kill. I can play it a little safe here. It's not the end of the world. It's a balance between using mana and not, what could be faster. I don't want to get trapped with stuff behind me though. There's a Spriggan with a Distortion Rapier, so I've got to get out of here. Ideally he forgets about me. Okay, let's go for pullback, and I might alley him if he doesn't get just one shot here. There you go. With the Abyss, you kind of have to do both sides, because they just wander so hard that it's like, okay. Okay. Hoping that this is one of the final pullbacks. Ooh, we got some frogs from the outside. Feels like it's slow going, but we've barely done many moves relative to our actual push-in, so we should be fine. We just gotta play it smart. Don't do anything stupid. Oh, okay. I'm going to Divine Vigor. Oh, can I heal other? Can I light him? No, no. Heal self. No. No. I can't charm him. I can't teleport. I can't haste myself. I basically have to Divine Vigor and somehow survive. This is it. I think I need to push him back. What's his speed? Speed, speed, speed. Where's his speed? If I can just escape with optimal movement. I don't know if I could survive a pass wall, but maybe I can regen enough health. Or an okay, nice, nice. He's gotten a little bit of a pushback. Okay. I could try to pass wall here. And hopefully I lose him. Oh, why did I do this to myself? Can I charm? Can I light? Okay, I'm just going to heal here. I've got 100 moves. And I just got to hope I can apportate. Oh, we're not even near it, are we? Dang it. Oh, small. Oh, I thought it was a smaller forest. How do I get there? No, we didn't get it. Yeah, it's not happening. So we're going to back away now and just try to live. And that's unfortunate. Of course, I think maybe our solution would have been push the top, but there were a lot of enemies there. I don't know. We'll see how bad it was in a second here. I just want to break apart. Had we... I mean, there were moments where we definitely waited, but It's really came down to how much we had to juggle this guy at the end, and the unfortunate setup. Yeah, this wasn't even it. So we were going the correct direction. It just was a very deep forest today. Let's go. Let's go int, I suppose. So now we don't have to worry about delaying. So the good news is that we haven't lost the point. We just lost probably the easiest way of getting it. Later on, we can do like a depth dive. I suppose there's a slime dive too, but that's a little bit circumstance. You know, I suppose there's a tomb dive and elf dive. I think vaults dive. So we're not at the. We didn't lose the point. It's just we lost the easy one. I'm going to lightning rod this. Okay. And where are you? I'm sure you're hidden there. Somewhere in there. It was probably like right here or something. Anyway, Staff of Elk. I technically don't have any R poison right now, which is actually kind of surprising. Okay, so we're not... this is not like a short episode, so I'm not done the second I finish a floor, because I'm not done the floor. So we're going to get ourselves back up to layer 1, and we're going to do this proper now. Of course, we did some dancing and diving here. So we'll try to cleanly return to safety. Or at least direction of safety. Okay. That was our first guy here. Oh yeah. I will just pass wall. Oh. Where'd you go? Brahms. Can I do a number on them? I guess I gotta wait a little bit here. Okay. Layer 3. This was our layer 1 access point. Okay. And we went over here. Okay. So we'll... I mean, I don't know if it matters, but I will... Oh. Guess I'll drag him down here with me if I have to. Short sword. Remember, we're still trying to go for the ascetic rune. So... let's pull back a little here. Good spot to nuke him with Lee's Rapid. Okay, I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to just run in there. Right? Right? Let's get them all beside here. Let's Lee's Rapid. I'll go like right here. Spell-wise, we're still kind of where we were when we started. Nothing too many spells. Nothing to work with, that is. Not too many of them. That's the punishment of not being like Vehement or something. Or Sif or whatever. You don't get guaranteed spell books, or at least guaranteed access to them. Yep, still doing the same. Okay, and now we'll just pop down and do layer 2. Training. Armor's fine. Stealth's fine. I really would like to get some spells going here. By the way, so far, Ellie, you've disappointed me. I suppose I should double up on Invo, but Ellie did not treat me well. I tried to pull that Divine Vigor button quite a number of times. And of course, I found myself in a situation where the heal other was not really relevant. Okay, let's pull to the Explodey. Lee's Rapid. Right, let's pull back a little here. Okay, Lee's Rapid. Okay, there's a lot of guys here, so I'm just going to take the one way. Not ideal, but I guess they're pushing me away anyways. Not a great Lee's Rapid spot either, so let's just take it out. Okay, didn't even follow. Okay, reset, back at it. Elephants are miserable, and we had elephants all in that abyss ending. They can push you off your stair if you're not careful. Okay, so we're going to have Swamp and Snake, looks like. Yep, because we saw Swamp a little bit earlier ago. So that's going to be good for shields. We are a shield-based guy, and I should probably just turn it on. So we're going to probably get some good shields. Pull back a little here. Let's just pass wall through. And Swamp, honestly, I can't think of a good reason why I'm excited for Swamp, so it's just Swamp, you know? Ooh, okay, this might be scary in there. Let's make sure we're clearing the right directions from the right angles. I think I've seen this before. Sometimes there's like glass and hydras in there. IMB. See, that's a good spell. And I can use it. So I will start doing a little translocations. It's not castable yet, but it will be. See, here's the glass. Oh, and it's mountain. So let's get away here. Very scary stuff in that glass. It's kind of like a, not a zoo, but a kind of display case situation. I don't want to engage from this angle. Like, you want to go to your stair. See, I've got pass wall, but there you go. There's Foxfire. Okay, let's do this side up from here. Yep, there's that Hydra. Okay, the frog's awake. Actually, everything's awake, so let's just pull away. Good. Dream Sheep. He's awake, so I can pull away. And a Hydra. Ring of int and RN. It's a measly amount of int, and the RN doesn't matter. So this is like, would I rather 4 slaying or 3 int? Not exactly sure, but I think the slaying for now, just because I'm still using my weapon as a primary. It's not like I have an, you know, an awesome caster, aptitude. Like, I'm not infinitely casting and never running out of mana and stuff. So. Plus, my attack does do a pushback specialty thing, so it is very useful in that sense. So, all good there. And, all right, layer 3. Elephants. Oh, and it's a nest. A beehive. Very scary. I don't have our poison. That would have been a nice whip to pick up if I was an LE and preferred 2 hands, although I'm not even using a 2-hand right now. Maw Talisman. Oh, Ulgribs. Awesome. Okay, I have an AoE now. This might have been good to have in my... Actually, I'm going to move it to C and pass wall back to E. Okay, cool. Might have been good to have in my Abyss Forest push. This will be good to deal with the bees. If I need to. Oh, this is a big hive. This is the specialty hive. I gotta be very careful. I wish there was some ups around here. Can I Ulgribs? Yep. Get out of the forest. Ulgribs. Scary stuff. Yeah, with Ulgribs, I'll probably be able to easily handle... let's go to 14. Easily handle the bees if they're in my face, as long as I have a few ticks away to deal with them. Because you radiate for a little bit. So it kind of builds. And then we can just take care of the rest as we go through here. Okay, here's a stair, so that'll be a little more convenient. Oh, here's a cloak. It's just a stealth. What? I mean, that's better than nothing. And I just realized I haven't been wielding the shield that I'm assuming I've been able to use for a while. 14% spell failure rate. What am I failing, though, is the question. Scannerins. So I probably can wield this better shield for most use cases. Yes. So I don't think that made a huge difference, but it just is kind of annoying that I forgot about that. I don't think I want to dive too far here, though. Let's do the first layer in Lair. I'm low mana. I could deal with that, but let's just manually kind of reset here. So good to have essentially an infinite ranged AoE. Now it's limited to just poisons, but early game stuff, everything poisons, so... Or it gets poisoned, or at least most stuff. And it would have been nice to have those for the death yaks, I suppose, so... I'm sure there was a... If I had the foresight of knowing exactly what my floor was going to be about, I would have zerged to the Olgribs, got the Olgribs, and, you know, from there. So my first neck is unfortunately one that might clash with my needs. I will double up on spellcasting and consider putting on Guardian Spirit at a certain point. Dare I even just put it on now, because at least I have my weapon to like swing at people if I have no mana. I don't know. Although I use mana for pass wall, I use mana for Ellie, so perhaps not. I'm training so much right now. +1 broad axe and him. Oh, no, it's not good. Okay, floor done. Lot of nothing. There's some potential stuff, but it is what it is. All right, layer 4 now officially. This is the one that we kind of had to do a lot of. See all those dogs we had to deal with all the time? You know, just Olgribs, boom. You know, it's pretty easy stuff. All right. Make sure we explored everything, because remember we kind of manually moved around. And see, here's all those death yaks that are gonna die yaks because of all my poison. Orb of Mesmer. Oh, and there's our buddy. We'll keep him... Well, alright, let's just... Good, he died. Okay, and officially done here as well. It's funny trying to go for an aesthetic and you just like, you can pretty much tell what your identification is. Kind of surprising that we probably only have 7 teleports relative to 22 identifies. Although you usually proactively identify, so that's probably a normal amount. And I'm just making stuff up here. Cool. All right, so we're building towards a Scannerins, which is a great spell, casually with the translocations and conjuring, but otherwise, Alchemy's building for Olgribs for a little bit more, while we have at least +7 rather than +3. Stealth, at a certain point, we can probably abandon. It is +3, feels good, but yeah, cool. So we have cleared all of Orc, all of Lair, and up to 12. Let's see if I can maybe finish off Dungeon by the end here. I don't have enough money yet to buy, like, the armor book. That would be the one thing I would buy remaining. Otherwise, it would be like trying to go for the Phantom Mirror or Sack of Spiders, or maybe try to snipe some good stuff out of that glowing cloak or pair of rune boots. Of course, I just got the stealth book, or the stealth cloak, which doesn't hurt. But the boots might be cool. Okay, there is a distant snort, which means it's close. And here's our vault trap. So I'm gonna poison everything I see. And I'll take everything else up. And we're gonna kill that. And we're gonna go down a different down. And we're gonna... Ooh, there's a... I'm just gonna go up. I don't want to risk it. And I would love to get into that gauntlet. I don't think I can risk the situation, though. I'm gonna nuke this position right here. I don't want to get barbed, so let's go here. I'm probably losing the gauntlet. I'd rather live, though. But it does suck. I could probably stay here. Could I Scannerins right here? ZH? Well, at least I got that. Okay, I wasn't barbed. Okay, and maybe I can make it to the gauntlet. It's probably gone, though. Gauntlet's closed so quickly. Okay, for some reason I thought it was going to be here. Here it is. Oh, can I make it? Yes. Okay, good. I'm just trying to heal myself up here. Okay, an amulet, which is a big deal for me because I haven't got one yet. A gloves, which is the top. That's a big deal for me because I can use 2 gloves. Amulet, bottom. Ring, bottom. So far, the best value is probably bottom. Could I do it, though? I think I could do bottom. And top might be a little risky with the enrage of the things. So I think I'll go bottom. And can I even use this? No. So I'm just going to leave. I can apportate ZG him, pick it up and leave. And I will just nuke this. Easy peasy. And Amulet of Faith, that's just the generic. I'll pick up the sling just because it feels bad to leave it. And this, I'll be able to just pick up everything. And let's... What is here? Can I just go? Yeah, I'm just going to go. And then we're going to... Just gonna run. And I'll move okay, does this stop sickness? Okay. I'm going to Divine Vigor. Now this guy's in the way now. Can I heal him? Yes. I should probably check what that is. Not big enough of a deal for me. And double check before I leave. Unarmed, shimmering. Just gonna leave. All right, let's return up one step here and reset. You don't need to do everything every time. So we just got okay, I'm gonna drop a few things. We just got some interesting stuff, nothing world breaking. I don't ever need that sling. The halberd is done. Yeah, that was a kind of like, we didn't spend anything really resource wise, but it's disappointing to only get like an amulet of faith and a spirit neck with core on it, when you could have got gloves. And I already talked about why spirit probably isn't my #1 draw here, but anyway, so let's head down again, do the floor like normal. Of course, this was the vaults trap. It can happen from time to time. And the hope is always that you get a stair escape somewhere. Let's pull back. Oh, he's got a friend. Let's poison this guy. Oh, I can Olgrubs. I should have been Olgrubsing from the start. Boots of Rampaging. I don't like Rampaging, so I'm not going to pick that up. Let's poison and then go around corner and then get in melee. You know, we started off with some really ahead of the curve EV and AC, but now we're not really there anymore, so got to be careful about stuff like that. You never want to engage slimes in a hall. If you can avoid it, at least. Poison, get them in, move in, take them out. So let's pull into the open here. Don't let them combine if you can avoid. Oh, I wanted boomerangs. Ring of Poison resistance. That'll be good for swamp and whatever, so I suppose I can throw that on now. Of course, it's going to weaken my melee, but that's fine. Cool. Okay, D13 is done. Okay. Okay, more of these guys, so let's pull back. shock. Okay, I don't want to wander too far from my stairs. Yeah, I'm feeling powerful, but you know, still got to play right. Curse of Agony. Okay, we got a lot of archers in our face, so let's pull back. Reset here. Probably should train some dodging a little bit. I'm training so much, I'm sorry. Like, I know it's so bad. Spell casting. Yeah, okay. Spells are not... I guess we got Manifold Assault, which might be cool with my knockback, but like we have endgame translocation basically, which does align. We're not like summoning guys, so we could probably do that. We're +2, but is it the world's greatest ending of a character? Probably not. Let's pull back. What we really want is like Iron Shot. Hey, look at that stealth. You can get it right in there. Not that I have that quick blade or anything, but let's try to IMB maybe. Can I... Is it still E? Pass wall. Okay. Plasma beam. What is that? I always forget. Fire air. Yeah. I knew it was not going to be good. I just forgot what it was. Okay, that's just a down. Okay. Are we still recording? Yes. That's my biggest fear. I do a long recording and I just forget that something went off or my camera went off. What is going on here? It's pretty scary. I'm going to come back, I suppose. I still have the wandering over here. I'm pretty sure there's a guy still around here, but maybe he died from poison. I have killed an orc warlord before. But it's still a little scary. I might come back for that. Okay. Oh, yeah, here's my wanderer right here. Or I guess it's more than that. I'm just gonna run. Take him out and then run. Get my mana back, get my health back, and then I'll deal with him. Ideally, he's beside a wall, so I can... Yes. There you go. Before he spreads. Okay, keep on going down. I do have a Ring of Willpower. That might be interesting. But I do need the AC more than that, probably. So the question is would I rather have Willpower over Poison Res? And at this point, I think it's Willpower, so I'm going to swap, at least for this place. Okay, we're at D15. It's very scary to be a trap in our area, so let's come away. There's extra mana if I wanted it. There's a cool little synergy with octopodes and rings of magical power, where you just put on a bunch of rings of magical power and guardian spirit amulet, and you just have infinite mana and or health. I mean, I suppose you can draw a line somewhere, but it's just an interesting little combination of ideas. I'm gonna pull back. Never like it when something charges me, so. Okay, I'm just gonna pass while he's not taking any damage, so I'm gonna reset the experience. What is this? What? Okay. It's like an undead Hydra equivalent. Interesting. Hopefully that guy is that guy. Like the actually confirmed. Look at the shield and the so it's I don't have to worry about him being behind me while I navigate around. Same guy. Oh yeah, they can be poisoned. This is gonna be fine. Skeletal warriors are pretty scary. I'd rather have mana when I engage. I can leash this guy back a little bit. He'll die from the poison. Okay. Not sure he can be poisoned. No, he can't. I'd rather one at a time, so I'm going to try to leech backwards here. Pull back. Okay, let's poison this guy to death. A store. Nice. A glowing cloak, shimmering ring mail. I'm not going to spend 1200 on a swamp dragon scales, so but it is technically a viable solution. Get that poison Blurston around here. Let's get him in range. I think we're about done other than what's in here, which is pretty scary, but I can poison to get a little bonus going here. Let's pull away. Now I don't love how there's a dude around, so let's kind of creep around here. Okay. I guess the move is to do that and then immediately go up. And then pop down and nuke. Okay. He can be poisoned. Just leash him back. His dudes disappear. Let's kind of pull back here. What has he got? He's got Karare. Okay. Should be fine. get him away from the open here. The closer you can get to a reset point, the better. Another boggart. Poison away. And we are done. Our dungeon 15. So in terms of gold, we didn't quite reach like armor. It feels bad. We have Snake. Snake has a lot of things to buy, so it feels like, oh, should I conserve for Snake? Probably not. I probably would want to do armor. That being said, it would be cool to get that boots going or one of those cloaks. But yeah, I think we're gonna hold it off, and so we can buy the manual of armor. Now, in terms of which thing to do first, I think I should try to go swamp first, and I'll put on the poison res. It's hard to debate because like Snake has a lot of walls and that you can use pass wall through, but Snake also is pretty aggressive in its constriction, and that's a big no-no for me right now, whereas Swamp is more about just don't chase and avoid being pulled. So I think I can take on Swamp first. So let me just check out this. I've got a Boulder Beetle on D11, go D11. Oh yeah. Okay, let's just do this. There you go. Quadruple poison, and he's dead. Okay, and then there's a translucent door, which is that exclusion I did for sure. Because I can't see what's in it, I don't trust it. So I think our next move, like I was saying, is going to be Swamp. However, is going to be Swamp. However, it doesn't want me to end. I'm going to forget this floor in case there's bees going around everywhere. Because you want to trust that if you pull up here, you're not going to just run into a bunch of bees that are trolling you. Yeah, so I think I'll put on the amulet because the Arcor is going to be relevant in Swamp more than other places, and we'll actually call that right there for today. And this is not like a 30-minute and I'm capping it situation. I just played until I think my playing session is done for the day, and so I'm pretty happy with what we've done so far. Let's take a look at our points actually. Of course, we're XL17. Let me just you can see from this, I don't have to swap my view, so let me just give a refresh. For our Roxanne attempt, week 4 of Crawl Cosplay, we've got a lot of deaths, but for once we're not immediately dying. Where am I here? There. I got scared for a second because remember at the start of the episode my character died. I was almost positive that I wouldn't trigger a failure, but sometimes it gets a little scary. So anyway, here's us, community right there. Yep, it's visible for you. We've got XL5. Sorry, we've reached XL5. We've killed a unique. Worshipped our god. We've reached XL10. We've branch entered. We've branch ended. We have championed our god. We are all the pips up. We did not collect the gem. That was the failed attempt at Lair. And then the rest are runes, Orb of Zot, win of course, and then bonuses if we need to, and then any sort of extra standings thing would appear here if and when we do it. So some of these people have already done their ascetic runes. Some of them have, once again, they haven't done their no layer. So week 5, if they want to get all their points, they can't do that because they have to do a slime rune. So, right now, unless they do a week 5 no layer win, they can't min-max the whole points. Although, to be honest, well, I guess it is relevant for this guy right here, D02, because he has perfected the weeks and he's done everything. So he better do an ascetic rune this week, because doing a no layer rune win without ascetic rune is
darn awful. Because you got to think about it. Where do you get your runes? For a no layer win, you have to do probably vaults. You have to do probably abyss, and you have to do, well, what's left? Pandemonium or something. Certainly not tomb. Who would do tomb for 3? So that would be very tough. And you can't do it today if you want to get all your points for this week. So, and he's already won. So that's him, and he's already done it. So yeah, he lost that chance. Oh wow, that means I don't want to turn this into a commentary on other people, but that means in the last week he has to do an ascetic rune and a no lair win, which will be quite aggressive. Yeah, like the ascetic rune, you would maybe try to do like you just level up real hard. You just don't do any runes. You just go right up, get all the experience you possibly can, and then do like vaults 5. You teleport to a corner, work your way out, get the rune. Oh, you can't teleport. Ascetic rune. I don't know what you do. Abyss, I guess. Just be strong and do abyss. I don't know. Well, that's his problem to solve. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I always love it when my character actually goes at least the distance, not immediately dying. It's been 2 or 3 weeks in a row where it's not been fun. So it's been 2 weeks in a row, not been fun. So thanks for watching, and I will probably start up another play session in real time tomorrow. I'm going to immediately process this video and post it the day it's happening so that we can get something going. And maybe I can fill this weekend in with some fun dungeon crawl, a successful playthrough. So thanks for watching again, and see you later.